I think we're just about coming to the end of the allotted time. So I just want to take time out to say thank you very much to spending time on this webinar, which I hope you found useful. Okay, please do get in touch if you think we can help. The phone number's there, the email address is there. We'll probably reach out to you anyway, just to say, look, these are our details. You'll get all of these slides as well. But just before we close out the webinar, I think there's been the ability to ask questions as I've been talking. So let me just check if there are any questions that need answering before I close down the event. Beth, has there been any questions come through?
Hey, yes, there has been one. So we have one question saying we are considering an on-prem data center migration to Azure. How do we start maximizing the funding?
Right. Okay. Well, that's it. That's the question here and there, really, isn't it? That is what everyone really wants to know. Okay. So essentially, what we'll do is we will have a very short conversation with you to make sure that we understand the requirements. Now, there are, depending on which solution area you're going for, but for this question, it's a data center exit. What we'll probably do is to run some kind of assessment, or at least get an understanding of the scale of what we're talking about. So things like number of VMs is a really simple metric that we gather straight away. Then there is effectively a chart that will say how much we can get, and depending on the number of VMs, like I said, this can be up to $220,000. We'll work through how much we can get for the scoping, the assessment, the landing zone creation, and then typically a number of waves of migration. Okay, so once we've got that information, we will create a statement of work. Okay, now that statement of work is for us to actually do that work on your behalf or with you and your teams. Okay, now once that statement of work has been signed off, and effectively what that is saying we're going to deliver these services and migrate these servers and applications to Azure, and it will tell you how much that's going to cost if we are to do that as your partner of choice. Okay, what it will also do is say how much funding we can get for each one of those stages. Okay, now typically, as long as there's no massive transformational parts to it, and typically it'd be fully funded by the AMP program. Now what we do is we ask you to sign that statement of work off. Okay, you're not committed to anything at this stage other than that, and that helps us as part of our submission into Microsoft to go and get the funding. Then about 2 weeks later, Microsoft will approve a level of funding that will, it's quite a standard process. So we're pretty confident we know what we will get, providing those hurdles are met. Then they approve a level of funding. We confirm that with you, and then you can decide whether that's actually something you want to go ahead with. Okay, so it's really quite a simple process, and it's something that we've gone through a lot already. Okay, so was there any other, Beth, or was that it for now?
No, that's it for now.
Excellent. Okay, then I think we've come in just about on time in the 30 minutes. So I really do appreciate everybody's attention and for the time spent. Please do get in touch, and we would love to help you with these resources and investment funding from ourselves and Microsoft. Okay, look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you very much.